Now let us try to apply what we know about data security to computer system security. From the perspective of the user, a perfect computer system should be cheap, functional, that is, it should do everything we want it to do in the most intuitive way, and at the same time, secure. Users are flooded with reminders that security is important and that they should not use unsafe software. Unfortunately, such a system does not exist. Let us drop computer systems for a moment and try to tackle this problem from the perspective of a single program. It turns out that you can't develop an application that would be equally cheap, functional, and secure. At best, you can only have two of them at the same time. You can create cheap and secure software, but it will not be functional. For example, older Unix servers were cheap and secure. They had few vulnerable areas, but basic installation options did not provide enough functionality. What they did provide was command line interface and some basic services. By definition, fewer vulnerable areas equal more security. Unix distributions are cheap for the end user, yet from the same perspective, they are also simply not functional enough. There are firms that specialize in designing solutions which are both secure and functional. However, their products are not cheap. Thus, the price of security is similar to the price of functionality. To sum up, there are no solutions that would be equally secure, functional, and cheap. At best, out of these three, you can only choose two. For years, we've preferred low price and functionality over security. Recently, things have changed. However, another dilemma arises. Should we choose security and low price or security and functionality? For example, Windows 98 was the answer to a demand for cheap and functional systems. It was relatively inexpensive and worked with most popular software. However, it definitely wasn't a secure system. Nowadays, in response to negative feedback from users, the Microsoft company pays more attention to the security of its products. Although principles we've mentioned apply primarily to data, they are equally true with regards to computer systems. It is very difficult to create a system that would be secure, functional, and cheap at the same time. You have to decide what your priorities are and look for a compromise. When you consider security solutions and security policy, you have to take into consideration the issue of risk management and decision-making. For example, when you make a business decision, you have to consider potential profits and losses. In much the same way, security solutions must be cost-effective. Unfortunately, this is still hard to achieve. In consequence, security solutions we use are often ineffective.